Welcome to my juicing kitchen. Today I'm going to make a green juice so you can kind of see what it's like. This is my Omega-Burt. It's a stand-up juicer. It's a masticating juicer. That means that inside here is this mechanism that grinds up the food that goes inside and makes nice yummy juice. Now, I forgot my little juice containers. Oh gosh. There we go. They're over here. One of these is for the juice that comes out, and one of these is for the pulp. Alright, so we're going to turn our juicer on. And the first thing, can you hear me? I hope. This is ginger. I always put ginger in first because it just requires a lot of grinding. So as each thing goes on top of it, it'll just grind it even more. This is a lot. It's a pretty big piece, so I'm going to cut it in half, throw it in. Don't need to peel it. The juicer does all that. Alright, I usually start with some of the leafier greens. I wanted to show you these are two types of kale. This is Jacinto kale, I think that's how you say it. It's flat, it's darker than this curly kale, but they're both fantastic and nutritious. I just tend to use this one for soups and this one for juicing, and sometimes I can't find one over the other. But I just wanted to show you the difference. Today I'm going to use the curly kale because I'm going to try to make my soup later. Let's see, so I'm going to put that in, and then you can just see it'll, there's a pusher. It kind of eats it, but push it down in there. There we go. See the juice coming out? Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some celery. You can use the celery as a pusher. You see how it just kind of eats it? Bye-bye, celery. And celery. So I don't do one, all of one. I'll sort of intermix stuff. Parsley is really, obviously really filled with vitamins and nutrients, so I put that in there. I also really like the flavor of parsley. Put that in there. You can see the pulp starting to come out over here. I put the pulp in. Look at that yummy green juice coming out. So now using our celery to kind of maybe stuff down that parsley. Okay, so here's the story on cucumbers. This is an organic cucumber, and they're super flavorful and tasty, this particular kind. My local organic produce place has these. I couldn't find any of the bigger ones, and I needed cucumbers that day, so it's a non-organic cucumber, and I will peel it, obviously, because you don't want to eat that peel that's been covered with pesticides. Your body becomes the filter, and that's just not a good thing, so I'll put that in there. Put the parsley in there. Let's see, okay, I'm going to put half of one and half another. I'm making Ross's juice right now, and then I'll make my juice, but you can make them a little differently depending on who's drinking what. This is a basic green juice. Okay, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the citrus. Sometimes I can't find organic lemons. The way you know, when you look at the number on your fruit, the number 4 means it's not organic. Number 9 means it's organic. So if it's organic, this is a washed number 9. I usually will cut off the ends and then just put the whole thing right in the juicer. And I put that at the end, so I'm going to save that for a second. Let's go to the apples. Same thing with the apples. 9 organic and 4 non-organic. You don't even want to eat non-organic apples. They are one of the dirty dozen. The dirty dozen foods and fruits and vegetables you don't want to buy non-organic just because of the way that they produce them. They're just so toxic for your body. Okay. Apples going in. Okay, I usually use 1.5 apples, and I'll use a different kind of, this is like a gala type apple. It's a little bit sweeter, so it makes your green juice not as green, if you don't like it super green. The other number you want to look for on your produce is number 5. Number 5 means genetically modified, and that is just not good. They literally genetically modify the seed, and then they grow something that is laden with sort of pesticide-laden food so that bugs are not attracted to it, and that just cannot be a good thing for our bodies. So you don't want to eat genetically modified food. Okay, so the lime, non-organic, it's number 4, so I'm going to just peel away the peel. citrus in last. I don't know why. I think because it kind of cleanses your juicer. Add lemon in there. You see how much juice you have? You can, oh, that's my juicer. When it gets too full or something, it stops like that. But then you just push this reverse button, and then you push the start button again. And that works. That's good. I like it. It's a low-speed juicer, which means that I can store my juice. And I'll show you how I do that. I have these mason jars. And I bought these plastic lids because the metal ones rust. And what I will do is pour the juice that I want to save first. And like today I'm going to give Ross a juice to have as a snack later. And one of the things I do, my juice is pretty much done, is I will pour my juice in here. So that lemon green juice. And then I'm going to pour it back through again. It just makes sure that anything, you'll see that more fiber is going to come out, that anything that didn't get juiced will get juiced, and it makes for a juicier juice. It takes all that remaining fiber out. I just kind of prefer it, but you don't have to do that. I just like to do it. So as I said, I'm going to fill this first because I don't want any oxygen at the top. The oxygen is what takes away the nutrients. And I started to say that this is a low-speed juicer. The low-speed juicer allows me to juice and keep juicing my refrigerator that's full of nutrients for 72 hours. This juicer is one of the higher-end juicers. It was a little under $400. But the difference between some of the higher-end and the lower-end juicers is this ability to juice and then save your juice. Like we went away for the weekend and I juiced for the weekend and I packed all these juices and I was able to drink my juice and not have to pack my juicer and my fruits and my vegetables. So let's see what I was going to tell you while we're waiting for our juice to juice. We should taste it. See what it's like this morning. I usually throw carrots in there too, but just because it's prettier, I'm keeping it super green today. So you can pour this, you can already pack our, that might just be enough for Ross's to-go juice, so that's not going to work. I'll have to make more. I usually, it's different for this little video, I'm doing it a little different, but there's Ross's to-go juice. Let's taste our juice and see how it tastes. Green juice. Alright, so that's my demonstration. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Happy juicing.